designers. I just wanted to show you quickly how you can make graphics with Google Drawing for your kiosk project. A lot of times this helps to enhance the model that you've created. So I'm just going to show you super quick how to do this. The finished result should look something like this, and you can also do front and back views. One of the first things you have to do is measure the space actually on the model that you want to put the sign or your graphic on, so you know the sizes that you're going to need for it. And then go to your drive, and you can go ahead and click New, go down to More, and open up your Google Drawings. You might remember this from last time. Now the default is just pretty much an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, but you can resize this canvas, for lack of a better word, by going to File, go to Page Setup, and under this drop-down box you go to Custom. Now when I measured the space for my graphic, at least for that upper graphic, that space was 3.75 or 3 3/4 wide by 1 inch tall. So I'm just going to change my page setup to match those dimensions, and I'm going to click OK, and you can see that the canvas changes. Even though it looks really big, it's actually not. It's actually to the size that you put in there. And then the finished product, and then I can add in some shapes. I could use any kind of shape I really want, and I can fill. You guys have done this before, I believe, but you can fill it with different colors. You can take off the transparency, and then you can, you can make the line transparent. Then you can go in and you can add a text box, and really just add whatever you'd like. So the book box was my kiosk, the book kiosk, or whatever you'd like to call it. Highlight that, and of course you can change to a whole bunch of different kinds of fonts. You can center that font, and you can change the color under the color fonts. So if you wanted to make it a blue, you could do that, or if you wanted to make it a white, you can click there. And then of course you can add a stroke here of 8 pixels, and you can change that color here, so we can make those things match. Make this a little bit bigger. And if you find a type size in the drop-down box that doesn't work with what you want, you can always just type in the font size, and it will just automatically apply it. You have to hit enter, of course. So then what you do is you select the entire graphic, and you're going to go up here to Edit, Copy, and then you're going to make a new file and just leave this one on the default and paste this onto that file. And this is basically an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So here is where you can arrange all of the graphics you're making. So you can see here that this was the logo part of my kiosk, and then this one was the back of my kiosk, and this one was the front. And in here I just imported a graphic, and when you click the graphic, you can do different formats for the graphics, and here I just brought the transparency. This was my original graphic, and I brought the transparency down so it sort of matched that. Unfortunately, in this program it's not that robust, so we can't get rid of this background, but that is something you could do in Photoshop. But for our purposes in this class, we're just going to try and keep it simple. But the bottom line is you need to put all of your images on one board, or you could do it in 2 if you have a lot, and then just print this out and cut it out, and then you're going to take a photo of your kiosk. And that's a way that you can use Google Drawing to add graphics to your kiosk.